A party
Sir,
comes to
yes,
you.
sir.
A party comes to you and tell you certain things in respect of his case. Let us take one example. A girl by name Lavanya, she approached you. You are an advocate. She approached you. She said, my name is Lavanya. I lent money to Banu, a sum of rupees 1 lakh, and Banu is not paying that money to me, but I don't want to file any suit against Banu because she doesn't have capacity to pay money to me. If I have to file a suit, I have to spend court fees and advocate fees and everything, and ultimately after a decree is passed also, I will not be able to realize the money from Banu. So please tell me, sir, what to be done. Then as per law, if what she said you do, no use, because you don't get back money from Banu. Then you have to discuss with your client. Are there any loopholes? You can say, Lavanya, please sit. Tell me, since how long you are a friend of Banu? She will say, sir, 1 year, sir. Do you know the habits of Banu? She will say, yes. What are the habits? Is she having sisters, brothers? Are there any properties of her? If not, to her parents-in-law, or her friends, or anybody like that, if you discuss, she will tell some loophole. In our case, what has happened is, money is borrowed by Banu from Lavanya, but Banu told to Lavanya that Banu said to Lavanya, I am having a minor daughter. She is aged about 17 years only. My father purchased a property. In the name of my minor daughter, and I am not having any right in that property. That is what Banu said. నా కూతురు పేరుతో నా తండ్రి గారు కొనిచ్చిన ప్రాపర్టీ ఒకటి ఉన్నది నా కూతురికి, దాంట్లో నాకేం హక్కు లేదని చెప్పింది. దెన్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ టు అసర్టైన్ ద డేట్స్. మీ ప్రోనోట్లో 10/1/2020 నాడు మీ దగ్గర ₹1,00,000 తీసుకున్నట్టుగా ఉంది. మీ ప్రోనోట్లో 10/1/2020 నాడు డబ్బు అప్పు తీసుకున్నట్టుగా బాను లావణ్య దగ్గర బారోడ్ మనీ సమ్ ఆఫ్ rupees 1 lakh on 1/1/2020. The date is important. 1/1/2020 Banu borrowed money from Lavanya. Okay, this is the fact as per your pronote. During her friendship during 1 year, Banu told to Lavanya that my father purchased a property in the name of my daughter Sirisha 1 month after borrowing of money from you. 1 month after borrowing money from you. Okay? ఒక నెల రోజుల తర్వాత నీ దగ్గర నేను ₹1,00,000 బాకీ తీసుకున్న నెల రోజుల తర్వాత నా తండ్రి గారు నా కూతురు పేరుతో ఒక ఆస్తి కొనిచ్చాడు. అలా కొనిచ్చేటప్పుడు తండ్రి గారు ఈ విధంగా రాశాడు కూడా. డాక్యుమెంట్ సేల్ డీడ్లో దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ మెన్షన్ ఇన్ ద సేల్ డీడ్ దట్ మై ఫాదర్ పర్చేజ్డ్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఇన్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ మై డాటర్ అని చెప్పింది. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ షీ టోల్డ్ అబౌట్ హర్ పర్సనల్ అఫైర్. ద అడ్వకేట్ ఎంక్వైర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ Lavanya about all these things. Then advocate asked Lavanya, find out whether the father of Banu is no more or died. He is no more or alive. She said that he is no more. So now we understand the facts. Banu borrowed rupees 1 lakh from Lavanya on 1/1/2020. Banu's father executed a document after 1 month in favor of Banu's daughter Sirisha, a particular property. There is a clear mention in it that he purchased the property in the name of granddaughter for the benefit of granddaughter. Okay, it is over. Now, original facts are Lavanya borrowed money from Banu borrowed money from Lavanya. This is the pronote. You have to file suit against only Lavanya because she borrowed money. Now, intelligently, because Banu is not having any property to recover, you can now club Banu's daughter also in this case. And by drafting, here you will draft in such fashion. Lavanya and Banu are friends. At the request of Banu, Lavanya lent money of rupees 1 lakh on 1/1/2020, and 1 month afterwards, with that money, the father of Banu purchased the property in the name of granddaughter Sirisha. So this property belongs to Lavanya and also Sirisha, both mother and daughter. My money was spent for purchasing that property, so that property may be attached and my money may be recovered from selling that property. This is the drafting pleadings made by me. I drafted this pleading and filed a suit.
Yes, sir. Very intelligent pleading.
I filed a suit against both Banu and her daughter Sirisha. Then the court has took an objection. How you added Banu's daughter Sirisha? She has not executed any document in favor of Lavanya. She did not sign either as a borrower or even a witness. And Sirisha is a minor girl. No binding is there on minor girl. The sale deed is exclusively in the name of her. I am not going to number the suit. I will reject the suit against both of you. Under what provision? Under Order 7, Rule 11. Order 7, Rule 11 says, if there is no cause of action against any party, you can't file a suit against that party. There is no direct...
Rejection of may be pleaded in such case.
There is
Right,
no...
sir.
What, madam?
Rejection of plaint would be pleaded in such case of objection.
Yeah. Order 7, Rule 11, you can file a petition for rejecting the plaint. Defendant will come and say and file a petition to reject the plaint. Okay? So what is the use? The court itself rejected. No, I won't number the suit because Sirisha never borrowed money from Lavanya. Then the court rejected to number that suit. Then we went to High Court. We won the case there. How? We explained. Sir, documentary evidence is only to the extent that my money is lent to Lavanya, Banu. Lavanya lent money to Banu is very well proved through a pronote. And Sirisha and Lavanya, Banu purchased the property in the name of her daughter Sirisha with this amount is oral evidence. Because Lavanya told me, Banu told me that this money is used for purchasing the property. And the document date is important. 1 month after borrowing money, this purchase is there. So by explaining this to the court, we succeeded in the court and ultimately we got the suit number and now the trial is going on. Now at the time of filing the suit, Sirisha was a minor. Sirisha was a minor. But by now she became major. Banu wants to perform the marriage of her daughter Sirisha immediately after she completed her 20 years. Everybody comes and says, what are the properties are there, sir, in the name of Sirisha? They will tell, sir, this 1 acre land. And everybody will say, sir, that is in court litigation. She could not perform the marriage. Banu could not perform the marriage of Sirisha because of this. Then she came for compromise. Originally, Banu is not having any money. She can't pay. Now through this litigation, because you are drafting in such manner, fact shows that 1 month after the borrowing money, property is purchased in the name of daughter. So that is purchased by whom? Grandfather. In grandfather's property, share is there to Banu and her daughter. So 3 of them are having equal rights. Grandfather is no more. Mother Banu and mother's daughter Sirisha are having equal shares. So by making use of your intelligence and understanding the facts and law pleadings and rules of practice, this is important. I am going to now explain you the rules of practice. With this, you can file a suit and then show to the court that your money is used for purchasing the property and defendants are not paying the money. Okay, now anybody, any doubt is there, anybody?
No, sir. No, sir.
So at the time of drafting the pleadings, you must have knowledge of not only the facts, material facts, but also of the law and also of your intelligence. Very,
Yes.
you must be very, very intelligent. Okay, what is the doubt?
It's like molding of facts, sir.
What, madam?
Molding of facts in a way.
Not molding the facts.
Knowing them.
No. Making your intelligence to the needy hour and situation as a backbone.
Yes, sir.
You are intelligent, so you narrated it. You understood it clearly. Banu could not say properly. Lavanya could not say properly, but it is the advocate who must find out. Actually, Lavanya said, sir, I gave rupees 1 lakh to Banu, but Banu is not repaying. She has no money. This much only she said. But whereas the advocate inquired Lavanya and further find out with his intelligence all those facts and understood that there is a property purchased in the name of her daughter just 1 month after the borrowing of money.
Yes, sir.
So this is the intelligence, and intelligence must be used for the benefit of your client, and by making use of the law, it is not molding of facts. Molding of facts means you know certain facts that you will mold it in a suitable way. It's not here. It is using of your intelligence and hard work and then making the facts to come within the permissible limits of law, and justice is done to your party. Okay?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay. Yes.
సార్ వన్ మోర్ డౌట్ ఫ్రమ్ మై ఎండ్. సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో మైనర్ అని అన్నారు సార్. ఒకవేళ మేజర్ ఉంటే కూడా యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుందా సార్ కోర్టు? ఇప్పుడు డేట్స్ అనేవి ఫైన్ సార్. 1/1/2020 ఐ మీన్ డబ్బులు ఇచ్చారు, ఈయన మార్చిలో కొన్నారు అనుకుందాం, ఓకే ఫైన్. బట్ మేజర్ మైనర్ అనే దానికి డిఫరెన్స్ అన్న ఉంటుందా అనేది?
Yeah, there is a difference. See, minor has got some valuable rights. When we deal with minority, guardianship and competency, capacity of minor, no minor can deal with his properties without there being a next friend. A next friend, that is guardian, he shall act in the best interests of minor. After minor becomes major, he can question all the transactions done before he became major. He can say that this particular sale in the name of me is illegal. He has got that right after he becomes major, after he becomes major. So when you are dealing with a minor, you have to appoint a guardian for him and submit to the court that this act is in the interest of minor. So minor will have a better rights, protected rights than that of a major. A major can fight his case on his own, but minor cannot fight in a court of law any case. You see, in rape cases also, if he is a minor, he will get only 3 years punishment. If he is a major,
Yes,
he
sir.
gets a bigger punishment. So, if he is a minor, you have to take more precaution and care. Because now we, in this particular example, we filed a suit against minor daughter. We take care of filing a guardian petition for appointment of guardian to that minor. That is Banu as the guardian to minor also. Banu in your individual capacity as first defendant, and Banu in the capacity as guardian for her daughter Sailaja, Sirisha, as a guardian, second defendant. So, if it is a minor, court will say, he is a minor, property is in the name of minor,